everyone, welcome back to CJ Explores. I'm Charlotte, that's Corey, and today we're in the historic fishing village of Charlestown.
So we have parked at the main car park. This is Charlestown car park right in the centre, and it is opposite the Shipwreck Museum, which is just across the roundabout over here.
Parking ticket in the window! Quite expensive actually. We've got 4 hours and that cost us £6. A little bit pricey, isn't it? I think the most, about £12. 4 hours is probably a good amount of time though, we'll see, but if you want to spend a whole day at the beach, ooh!
Now we're going to have a little wander down because the port is located just down here from the car park, and there are some old ships sitting there waiting to be explored.
We are very lucky with the weather today. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so warm. It's British summertime, but the kids are still at school. Perfect. So the car park was nearly busy. We still had a few spaces, but that means we can explore the area and not be too crowded. It's about 11:30 right now in the morning. We're going to go and have a walk down to the beach, find somewhere for lunch, have a little browse, try and pop to the museum, and try and see all the main sites so we can show you what you can do in Charlestown.
So we're now at Charlestown Harbour, and this harbour is a very interesting harbour. The entrance is very narrow, and it's a little bit wavy today.
Small harbour, isn't it?
Tide is currently out, but yeah, it's a cute little harbour. I'm not quite sure how they get those massive boats in and out like through that little gap. But we are probably going to give you an aerial perspective now because I think it'll look cool from above.
Taking a little walk along this harbour wall, looking down onto the beach. The water is a little bit rougher than what it was when we drove here this morning from the north coast of Cornwall, because we are now situated on the south coast, close to the town of St Austell. But we still have some wild swimmers out there. There's a few paddleboarders out there actually, so it's not too bad. But I'm guessing this is the main spot to go to if you want a nice little beach day in this area. But saying that, I can see quite a few people on that beach behind you.
Now, we do have a pebbly beach, and it's not what we're used to on the north coast. Newquay is very golden sand beaches. I think my first thought is it has to do with the amount of wave action that we get here. So this is on the south coast, it's less exposed, and on the north coast you've got the might of the Atlantic Ocean crashing against it all year round. So I guess that maybe creates a finer grained sand, though I'm not 100% sure. And if you know, let us know, but that is my first thought. Very pebbly here. The water is not as clear as it was today on the north coast. Maybe that's just because of the wind, because I know there are also some really, really great snorkel tours or snorkel trails you can do on the south coast, and we will explore them in another vlog, but not this time. Okay.
The rocks are really warm from being in the sun. Woo! I have lots of little pebbles in my sandals now.
Well done. Usually
it's sand and you go to the beach, but this time there's loads of little pebbles. All these old historic Cornish towns, they all like to have their houses painted a nice pastel colour, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a really faint pink, the kind of sunshiny yellows. Over there I can see like greens. It's really pretty, and it's kind of that typical postcard perfect Cornish seaside town. I'm not complaining because it looks very pretty, but it's like one of the kind of stereotypical, maybe, expectation of a little historic place in Cornwall. And of course, the Kelly Whip van. And you can see here how this, what would you call this?
It's nearly like a lock, isn't it?
It is nearly like a lock, and you can see the opening into the harbour, I guess, where they control how much water, the water level in here. And I believe this is where they used to maybe build and repair the ships. But now it's kept obviously more of like I guess like an open museum, isn't it? Like a natural...
You can go on some of the boats too.
You can go on the boats. I wonder if you have to pay. Oh no, that looks like it's part of the cafe. It's got like picnic benches on them.
So it seems that Charlestown is spoilt for choice when it comes to food. The main one down there by the harbour is called the Pier, and that is part of the St Austell breweries. Kind of more of a puppy lunch, but we are going to go up a little bit further because we know that this place up here does some fantastic vegan options. We have a vegan brunch available.
We say fantastic, I think there was 2.
That's pretty good. But all along the harbour wall, actually, there's loads of little like hole-in-the-wall style restaurants and cafes and bars.
I think in the evening, or like there's a little restaurant there that opens up. There's a lot of seafood here.
Yeah.
We don't eat fish, so sorry we can't share that with you. But this place looks really nice, this cafe, so we're going to go check it out. Called Short and Strong. Should we sit here?
Yeah.
Nice little corner. I have a freshly squeezed orange juice. Corey's gone for an iced latte, and we have ordered 2 vegan dishes. There's actually a lot of options, so that was really nice. And I really like this cafe. It's like a nice mix of the old historical Charlestown buildings, but you can tell they've really modernised it, and it just seems very inviting. And yeah, it's like a really just chill place. It feels nice to hang out here.
Yeah.
This little garden area is really beautiful. They've got all these flowers everywhere. It's a really nice spot, actually. I'm glad we found this place.
When it comes to iced lattes, it's all about the mix. Oh.
What do you mean? As in the actual doing it?
Yeah, it's like the swirling that you get off the coffee and the milk mixing.
You like doing it, is that what you mean?
It's like one of those like satisfying videos when you see it like mixing and it swirls.
I thought it was like a... I forgot what this was. It's sweet potato, but I thought it was like some peculiar like vegan bacon. But this is interesting, isn't it? It's not on a plate. We've got like these baskets. It looks really great. Like yours looks really colourful. Corey's got vegan feta in his too.
I'm actually really impressed with the taste of the vegan feta. The salsa on the avocado, perfect, and it comes with a little side salad too, which is very tasty. Charlotte's sausage really tastes like sausage as well. Luckily, it's called a vegan breakfast, so we know it's safe.
Delicious. Very yummy. Very happy with that little find. Yeah. Usually when you come to some of the smaller Cornish places, like we were in Port Isaac recently, we couldn't really find very many options. So this was really a nice surprise. 10 out of 10, would recommend, would come again. Very yummy food, lots of options for all dietary requirements. The restaurant upstairs actually looks really nice, doesn't it? I guess they have a separate dining evening area. Really nice. But yeah, having a little walk down here because there seems to be a little markets.
It's kind of
like a little pop-up stores. Maybe we'll get some more information maybe about the history of the area. I remember now. I feel like I did know this, but I forgot. The Poldark series, a lot of the scenes were filmed here. This served as what was supposed to be the Truro Harbour area. I think I've read that before and I've forgotten. Now I remember again. I haven't watched Poldark. It's really bad. I've lived in Cornwall and I know I really like Poldark, but I haven't seen it. Should I watch it?
Yeah.
These boats were built by Charlestown Harbour for the TV series Hornblower. They've also been in Poldark, Taboo and Ammonite. Taboo, I think that's the one I watched with Tom Hardy. It was really good. I loved it. I mean, are they meaning these little boats?
These are the actual ones?
Yeah. I feel like they probably not going to get used again though because they've got stuff growing in them. Yeah. They've been claimed by nature. That's pretty cool. That means Tom Hardy touched these boats. Ow! That's all right, I'm trying to know if I can kneel down. I like this whole area. You can see here how they have really played into the fact that this place is used a lot for film sets. You can really imagine too because it feels so authentic here. It feels like you have just stepped back in time, and definitely can see why it's been used in numerous places for film locations. Like I said earlier, it's like an open museum, which I really like. My nephew would absolutely love it here. I think kids, if they have any interest in pirates or ships, they'd really enjoy it. And on that note, we'll carry on over there, and then we better go and head to the Shipwreck Museum. I wonder if these places open just in the weekends, evenings, or maybe in the summer holidays. Because I guess they are missing out not being open, but it's not that busy at the moment, but I expect they have to be open on weekends because what a spot. Another like now, grab some tapas, nice cool beer or wine, and go sit in those seats. Perfect. Corey was asking me if I knew what this chute was for when we were over there. I had no idea, but as we're walking past, I've just seen this sign and it says that the chute was built for the loading of clay onto the ships for export. So there you go. Ah, yeah, you can see here in the photo. Yeah, I expect there'll be a lot of white dust floating around. Probably not too healthy. This is that blacksmith store that we saw earlier. And it looks like it, yeah, it did used to be a proper functioning blacksmith. They've got some knives in here. Pocket knife, Japanese petty knives, kitchen knife. So much history in Cornwall, isn't there? What a cool little, what do you call it, tunnel? We have here. It leads right onto that beach that we saw earlier. It's a little shortcut, I guess. So if you're gonna have a beach day, zoop, have some tacos or dirty fries, whatever you like from down there, and then whoop, back to the beach.
Should we go through?
Yeah. It's a little bit short. You have to tuck. Wow. Look at that.
What a reveal.
That is beautiful, isn't it? Are we in Cornwall or the Mediterranean?
We say that in every vlog.
We do say that in every Cornish vlog because Cornwall is beautiful. Got Pebbly Beach again. That tide has come in a lot. Since we've had lunch, you can see how much the tide has come in. The harbour is, I wonder what time high tide was. Surely it must not be far because that looks pretty full, doesn't it?
Yeah, we have been down here in the summertime and we have seen the locals and tourists alike jumping in, cooling off in the hot summer sun. It is not allowed, but they say that also about JcE Harbour, and a lot of people will swim in there as well. I think you just got to be mindful of ships and boats and other, watercraft.
I'm not seeing any boat at all come in.
Yeah, I don't even
it's like
think...
a good jump. Good place to jump, doesn't it?
It does look like a good place to jump in, actually. Look at that, a mermaid.
Oh wow, I didn't even realise what that was. That is so cute.
It's cool, eh?
I like that too. That's really nice.
I did not know that this little white roundhouse at the end of the harbour is actually a little gift shop. It's only been a gift shop since May, I think. But there's some cute stuff in there. They had all these little magnets that were seagulls, and they just took stones, two colours of stones, and it made the seagulls all have their own very unique personality. I thought that was really cute.
I really like that little store. I found some earrings I really liked, but they seem very thin, like they were handmade. I'm a bit worried they would break travelling, but they're really cute. That's a very nice little gift store.
Yeah.
Where should we go now?
Should we go further up this side? The museum's up this way, isn't it?
Yeah, let's go check out the Shipwreck Museum. Wow, that's a pretty little house.
Which one do you like?
This one here, number 5. All those flowers outside. They're just so quaint and cute. Little old Cornish cottages, aren't they? Wow! That boat has a huge sign saying available on Airbnb and Booking.com. And that one too! Stay aboard, Sea Lion, sleep 6. Wow, that's one thing. I wonder how much it is. Shipwreck Treasure Museum, here we come. With my gimbal. Let's go in. So we are now in the Shipwreck Museum, and this is supposed to be as if you're walking in the boat, the ship Endurance, and all of this exhibition here is about Shackleton's expedition to Antarctica. Something I don't really know much about, but obviously now I'm going to learn a lot more about. In 1914, Ernest Shackleton set sail from Plymouth for Antarctica via Buenos Aires on a ship called Endurance with 26 hand-picked crew members. Their mission was to be the first to cross the Antarctic by land via the South Pole. On board with them were several pigs, 1 cat, Mrs. Chippy, and 69 dogs. Each dog was assigned to a crew member, and some of their names included Bummer, Shakespeare, Slippery, Neck, Steamer, and Hercules. So they actually got stuck after 5 months in the ice, and they kind of just waited it out for a few months over the coldest period, and they just kind of lived aboard the ship. It's quite cool down here, which is nice.
Yeah.
So hot outside, I'm not sure where's the aircon. It's supposed to be like Antarctic cold. Oh wow. Ocean camp. Camp life. Is that an exit or? Oh, it leads to like a little ship. We're above the harbour. Woohoo! Would you trust me to steer a ship?
No.
No.
So part of the exhibition actually brings you back to the harbour. You go underneath the road that we just walked on, and you end up overlooking the harbour again. And we're in a, I guess
Constructed?
maybe reconstructed, or is it just a playground ship? I'm not sure. It's quite small.
Great
Yeah.
for kids if they could.
A cool little ship for kids to come and check out. It's quite neat.
Let's go back in the tunnel.
Yeah, I do like this bit. It's quite magical looking. Very cool.
Seems, I guess this whole visual walkthrough is representative of the Endurance's journey.
Well, the Endurance is gone now.
Oh, the Endurance is gone now, it's crashed. I've been reading bits of it. It's about divers very prominent in the world of diving shipwrecks. It's quite interesting. It's the portraits of them. It's got information of their diving history and how they became involved in diving shipwrecks. A lot of them have found some really cool things. There is so much to learn about in this Shipwreck Museum. We have done all of the exhibition for the Endurance, and now we're going through these tunnels, which were here because of Charlestown's clay export history. But through these tunnels, you can see here how they had a little railway. I guess they pushed carts along here, didn't they?
Yeah,
with the clay.
And then it would go down the chutes into the ships.
Down the chutes into the ships. Lots in there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
There was a lot in there. I think it'd be cool for kids if they're into that. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I thought it was going to be more focused on Cornish wrecks, like a lot more history of Cornish sailors, captains.
But it was a great story about Shackleton. I don't really know too much about that.
Yeah, the Endurance issue was really interesting, the story of Shackleton.
Then all like the ship memorabilia from like posters and like of the Titanic and all the pieces that have been found in shipwrecks around the world. There was more than enough for us to explore. By the end of it, we were kind of just walking through the exhibition, but the Shackleton stuff was really interesting. Learning about the Titanic a little bit more, that was very interesting. And the fact that you get to walk through the old China tunnels where they used to take the China clay down to the dock. That was pretty cool too. It was like a nice little inclusion about Charleston's history in the museum. So, very cool. Oh, and they have a pizza shop here too, so you can get some food and drink afterwards. Just having a cheeky Coke before we move on.
Situated next to the main car park that we parked in earlier today, there is a nice little collection of boutique stores, art galleries, independent little places. I actually saw one called Kind and Conscious, I think it was called. I wanted to go and check it out, but it's closed. Maybe it closed 3 o'clock today, but there's definitely some nice little places here to check out if you're looking for a nice little souvenir or a little artist piece from Charlestown. Well, that's it for our day in Charlestown. If you enjoyed this vlog, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one.